G'day, John Wells from Power Farm in Ashburton. We're here today with Daniel Drummond from Drummond Contracting and his Merlos.
Yeah, g'day, I'm Daniel from Drummond Contracting. A few reasons why we've gone Merlo. The first thing that I really liked was the CVT transmission, so it's just kind of like our Fendt tractors, which have got the Vario. So it's easy for operators to kind of know what to do because it's like driving the same thing. The fuel economy is pretty awesome. The amount of fuel we're burning now stacking bales and the speed we can stack bales versus what we could do with tractors and loaders is like we're double the capacity, if not bordering on triple. Like we can just move a serious number of bales in a serious quick amount of time. Very much enjoy the cab suspension of the 42. It's sort of the main machine we'll put out in the paddock versus the 35 is more of a stacking shed sort of machine. The power of the 42 is pretty awesome. Like we can tow our 4-axle trailer around, no drama. Put a full load of bales on it. Never too much of an issue. It's quite a good machine, really. Yeah. Yep. Oh, and we like the weigh scales too. Like if you go to load a truck, you can get an average bale weight, so you can actually load your truck quite accurately for the most part, which we're finding to be very, very useful. Yep. Yeah, so we got them for two reasons. Like the 42 is a bigger machine, so it's in the paddock. But the 35 being just slightly smaller, like because we do such small places and such enclosed areas that we've got to work, the 35 is just fantastic. It just goes out and you can just go anywhere you want to go. It's bloody awesome. We can put some bales in some very, very tight spots. And
saving on staff hours as well, aren't you?
Oh, big time. Yeah. Like, oh, massively. Like the amount of bales we can stack now. Like, shit. I think they went out the other day with the two Merlos and just stacking, I think we had 250 bales on the ground, and they stacked that in 2.5 hours or something. And there was no trailers, and that was a 20 hectare area, and that was just boom for just 2 bales at a time, medium squares it is, and it was just 2 bales at a time. They just keep going. Like, and that's savage. But like if we'd used tractors, we probably would have used trailers, and then it just, I don't know, that would have been an all-day event probably.
Then you would have saved less fuel as well.
Well, correct, yeah, like we're burning way less. Like, don't get me wrong, when you're honing across the paddock, your foot's pretty flat, and they're definitely working, but you can just move a serious number of bales in a serious amount of time, and yeah, you're saving fuel, man hours, hours on machines, for instance. Like we've taken, I know we're doing 1,000 hours a year on both of them. Like that's taken 1,000 hours worth of loader work off our main tractors. Like all of a sudden our tractors that were doing 1,500 hours a year are doing 800. So we're going to get an extra year out of them, which makes all the difference at the end of the day. Well, I suppose probably the biggest reason we went to the Merlo is I was always like tractors and loaders because that's your tractor can do anything, right? Like you put a loader on it, or you can take the loader off. Like you can do whatever the heck you want. But the biggest thing I think we've found is by going to the Merlo, you've always got a loader machine. What I found we were doing is you go out in the morning, you go mowing, you drop the mowers off, you put a loader on, you go wrapping or stacking in the evening, and that got a wee bit tiresome because your tractor's just chopping and changing every day, and then that's more staff hours, it's more idling hours on your machine. It's a waste of time, realistically. So I think we were wasting like an hour and a half each day swapping implements. Give or take. By the time you swap over, you put your screens and do everything. Just a waste of time. Whereas now they can come back, like the baler driver can come back, drop the baler off, or just turn the tractor off in the yard, in the Merlo, gone. Like that's a 5-minute turnaround. Like 5 minutes can be an hour and a half is insane. And that's just what it is. So I was always like, we don't need Merlos. There's no need. Well, not Merlos, telehandlers. It just wasn't something we really wanted. It was never something. Didn't think we moved enough bales. And then, we got to a point we needed more gear, and we just had to look around at what our options were, and then kind of, you being bloody cunning, brought a demo out. So we got the 35 on demo, and I don't know, I drove it for 10 minutes and kind of went bugger it, just give me the paperwork. And then we started using 35, and realistically it was too small for pulling a big trailer. Realistically, that was the reason. So then obviously, I said to you, right, when your 42 comes along, let us know. And sure enough, what was it, 6 months later or something?
6 months later.
One came along, and again, it was the bugger it attitude, and away we went.